Mark D'Amato.
Hi, I'm Matt.
And I am not incompetent and am actually here this time.
Holy shit!
Oh, there's three of us!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Wow! Isn't this fantastic? Segoyna!
Yes.
Segoyna?
Segoy.
Oh.
Fantastic. Subarashi.
Well,
Words.
It's a special day today.
It's always a special day.
Special episode.
It's a very strange day.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. We are, of course, talking about our Lego movie review.
About fucking time.
Motley Crue bullshit.
No, we're not. We're,
just horrible.
It is the 250th episode of Mindbreakers.
God damn, 250.
250, and
it's been a while. Been a long time.
Yeah.
So I got both the guys on today with me, and we got a double feature of actually good films for you.
Wow, actually good movies this time?
I can't believe it either.
Really?
Like, 250 isn't the most special, but like
it's
half of 500.
Yeah.
And we used to do this like every 10 episodes. Like
and 50
get a
away
bunch
from
of people
300
together to do.
I remember the 10 episode specials.
But then we had too many for that to matter anymore.
Yeah.
And
no, now we do this every 50.
As I said, this is the halfway point of 500, excluding
close to
Halloween and Christmas episodes.
Very close to
This is
3
the halfway point, and I have in my head that this show can only last 500 episodes.
Why?
I mean, at
because
some point.
we're gonna run out of movies eventually.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I still have movies.
Point.
I know, but like this is, and we all have other shit in our lives now. But
yeah,
the thing is,
true.
I'm not saying it's going to stop at 500, but if we do stop at 500, I'll be satisfied.
I think that's a fair goal.
I would
honestly.
be too, yeah, but I mean, if we do more than 500, that would be okay also.
Oh yeah, of course it's going to be okay.
But do like 501.
But if you only manage to get 500, I'll be happy.
End at like 503, just for the fucking.
No, like 499, and we're finished.
Oh my god.
We can end like The Sopranos.
Yeah, exactly.
Just cut to black and mid.
Yeah, exactly. Halfway through the 500th review.
Anyway,
black screen.
I have talked a lot on the show about two people.
John Carpenter.
Carpenter, one of my favorite directors of all time.
Of course.
And Kurt Russell.
And the babyface Kurt Russell.
Yes.
Except he's kind of a heel in one of the films we're going to be watching today.
Yes.
He's a bit of an asshole in every movie, honestly.
Okay, he is adorable and pure and the perfect human in Christmas Chronicles. He is the apotheosis of Santa Claus.
He's still a bit of an asshole, though, sometimes.
No one says that Santa Claus can't be a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Tim Allen was a fucking asshole in that one side.
Oh my god, Tim Allen was Santa Claus. Fucking never forget.
Yeah, never forget the Santa Claus. And how that entire franchise is just basically demonic possession of a Santa suit.
Yeah.
True.
So,
what do we got, Merrick? What do we got?
We have two films. Both of them, John Carpenter, Kurt Russell, work together, co-ops.
Mm-hmm.
The first one,
fusion dancing.
The first one has very much a history. We're only doing it first because it came out first, but it has really strong history with me. We've done its sequel with Escape from L.A. We've done its intended sequel, but Escape from L.A. did so badly that it became a standalone movie, Ghosts of Mars. It is my favorite film of all time. The first time I made out with my first girlfriend was to this movie.
Well,
back in Dawson.
That'll do it. That'll make those memories.
Yep.
This is, for me, at least for me, my favorite movie, the best film, for me, the best movie of all time, Escape from New York from 1981.
Oh, man.
In 1997, when the U.S. president crashes into Manhattan, now a giant maximum security prison, a convicted bank robber is sent in to rescue him.
He was also a former war soldier and the very inspiration of the entirety, I want to say, of the Metal Gear franchise.
Well, if not the entirety, like a good chunk.
The first Metal...
Yeah, if it's not the whole thing of Metal Gear, it's like 90% of Metal Gear.
The first Metal Gear game, or at least the first one anyone cares about, Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, 80, because David Bowie represents like at least 20 himself.
Is, the first one is about a man named Snake infiltrating an island to rescue a president in a specific set amount of time.
I wonder where they got the idea for that one.
So,
it just suddenly sunk in how like eerily similar both are now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
look,
even
the original,
the beginning of Metal Gear Solid, like the PlayStation
like the
1
original, it's always
he's
been
going
rip-offs.
after like
like Metal Gear's always been rip-offs because
like
the first Metal Gear game, the one on the NES.
It's just a dude from fucking Terminator.
Yeah, that's just Michael Biehn from Terminator.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, the cover is literally just fucking Kyle Reese.
Just Kyle Reese.
Exactly, it's just
God
Kyle
bless.
Reese.
Anyway, let's watch this.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
New York, 1997. The entire city is a walled maximum security prison. The bridges are mined. The rivers are patrolled. And the United States Police Force has everything under control, they think.
I'm going in.
John Carpenter's Escape from New York, the high adventure of the future. One man must go in where no man has ever gotten out. And if he comes back alone, his nightmare has just begun.
Who are you?
John Carpenter's Escape from New York.
Heard you were dead.
John Carpenter's Escape from New York, the greatest escape of them all, is about to blow the future apart.
Snake Plissken, I thought you were dead.
Let's
So did
let's
everyone
play
else.
a little bit of Bangkok rules during this review. Who's gonna still be standing when the can hits the floor?
We don't talk about the bad sequel. I'm glad you two are here because
Yes.
I can only think of good things to say about this movie.
No,
Except for one actor at the beginning who's not good, and that's the only thing about this movie I don't like.
I will say, right, as like a somewhat newbie to this movie, right, because I saw this 10 plus years ago, never really watched it again. Watching it again, like, this has everything I would want a movie to have to keep me entertained. Like, there's no bullshit, there's no like,
it's
slowing down. It's
very
just
well made.
nonstop, like, point A, point B, we got there.
My favorite thing about it is that, like, it's made in 1981. It's set in 1997. It's set, it's set 16 years in the future.
Because it's writing what it knows, honestly. This is when John Carpenter was.
But the thing is, it's one of the few films I've seen set in the future where the apocalypse, zombies, dystopia, or robots hasn't happened. It's
Yeah.
It's
but
like,
this is a different kind of apocalypse. It's fucking dystopia.
It is vaguely dystopian, but it's not.
It's
like,
dystopia. No, it is.
Okay, no, Gio. Usually the dystopia is like Mad Max levels or Running Man levels.
Oh, this is Mad Max, just on a smaller scale.
Well, granted.
Yeah. Like, it's a dystopia. Like, the second literal, like, maximum security prisons are being made out of, like, fucking Kentucky, like, then, like, yeah, like, then we are living in a dystopia.
I will say, like, watching this, I've been playing Arkham City.
Yeah, Arkham City is heavily.
I just got the vibes of that, and I'm like,
yeah,
I'm so
it's
fucking
just
down for
Escape
this.
from New York with Batman.
Yeah, this is so.
Just
fun.
Like, it just is that.
Just like the Wolverine movie that Gio hates, X-Men Origins Wolverine. is just Commando with Wolverine.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Hold on.
No, it
hold on.
fucking isn't.
I need like a full day to.
It's
to,
not for like. It's not for like maybe like 40 minutes to like 30 minutes, and then the rest of it is just like pure schlock garbage that like.
Does
might as well
Wolverine
be,
throw
like,
someone
fucking
out of a
Mortal
helicopter in that
Kombat-esque
movie?
retardation.
Well, you haven't been able to point to anything negative about it except for it's Deadpool. So.
No, I have tons of things to say about it, dude. So much.
But we're talking about a good movie right now. So we start out with a little text crawl that tells us, well, aside from an amazing theme song.
Oh yeah, that theme song is. This theme song is baller. I love it.
Yeah.
Written by John Carpenter.
It's a banger.
Now, I will say, it is hard to watch the credits in John Carpenter movies because you'll see a lot of names, but you can't take those names at face value. Because John Carpenter had a habit of doing everything on a movie on his own, and then making up fake names.
Yeah,
so
he's
kind
of Tommy Wiseau like that.
How fucking dare you?
Or Neil Breen. He gets like 4 credits.
Well, no, but it's not like in the credits of this. It's not like John Carpenter. It's like he will make up names, so you won't know he did everything because he's a humble man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, still, in, like, a Neil Breen film, he gets, like, 4 credits to his own, and then, like, there's, like, 3 credits that, like, he doesn't even, like, hair and makeup, I remember on one of his movies, like, nobody did it, so he just credits none.
Wow,
It's really
why bother?
stupid.
N.A., just N.A.
Yeah, exactly.
It says that in 1988 or 87, one of the two, the crime rate in the U.S. rises 400%. So New York City, the island of Manhattan, becomes the one maximum security prison for the entire country. Which, in hindsight,
Australia's crime rate's not even that bad.
Australia doesn't have crime. It has
And
kangaroos.
it's a literal prison country.
It was.
It was a literal prison. It was literally this, and it didn't even rise to 400%.
The city's walled up. The bridges and the waterways are mined. It's patrolled by helicopters outside it.
It's essentially the city from Jack 2.
There are no guards inside
Haven
it, though.
City.
And there's only one rule. Once you're in, you can't come out.
Yeah.
There are no guards in the
Once you're
prison,
in,
just the prisoners and the worlds they create.
Uh-huh.
I love that, like, they just said, fuck it. Put them all in there.
Yeah, just
let
them go. Let them do their thing. City.
We won't fuck with them. They won't fuck with us.
So
we're good.
It's like freaking what's his name? The one that one comedian there. George Carlin. He had a joke basically that was like literally like, yeah, let's just have them all like shove off to Buffalo, all the criminals, and just have them do whatever.
I mean,
so we go to there's this like base at Liberty Island, the police base.
Yeah,
where a new prisoner's being brought in.
Yeah, it's a busting. Yeah, Snake gets busted.
Now, I will say there's a special edition to this that has a scene that introduces Snake Plissken at the bank robbery, and I don't like it because it humanizes Snake Plissken.
Oh, because that's what he's in for, right? Like,
it shows
it was the bank robbery or whatever. Before that, he was a soldier.
It shows his friend being killed, and Snake Plissken's not such a bad guy after all. He's just. This happened, and this is his motivation. But I think Snake works better without. No,
to me, this movie begins at the bus scene, pretty much.
Yeah, that's where the movie should start. Because Snake Plissken, out of every character in movies, for me, he is the personification of true neutral. Because Snake Plissken literally gives 0 shits about anyone or anything.
I think, everyone he meets in the movie, he pulls a gun on.
Yeah, everyone.
Pretty much
he just doesn't fucking care.
He later on, we'll talk about the hero test, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But he's brought in. They keep his head in shadow, even though they show him briefly, which is weird because they keep him in shadow in another scene. But whatever.
Well, I mean,
he has shadows pretty much. Useless camo pants, which will only let him hide in a herd of zebras. A black tank top, an eye patch. A roughly worn brown leather jacket and the coolest boots ever.
He's just a
Dude
cool
is, like-
dude, okay?
Yeah, this dude's like pure 80s action.
All he needs is
Like-
pouches, and he is the template for every 90s superhero.
Exactly.
This is Nick Fury. Like,
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Nick Fury was like probably based off of him to some
Nick
degree.
Fury
I mean.
was started in like the 70s.
Yeah, so there's like
Was
there's
he
definitely
was
a
he
little
black or
homage.
white? He started
White.
as white.
In the
Exactly.
70s,
He
yeah.
started as white, so he's essentially just Snake Plissken.
Yeah. But Nick Fury came first.
This is true.
So,
I mean, he's being brought into the facility, and
They're
And
talking about all of
we
his
get the
war
cool,
records,
like,
basically.
this cool hallway
He had two
Yeah.
Purple Hearts.
with no talking, no smoking.
Yeah.
If you
If you
follow
want to
the
be
line.
killed immediately
Now-
and cremated, please tell the guards that are escorting you immediately.
And I will say it's a lot classier than Escape from LA, which shows the guy being electrocuted comedically, like in the chair. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, movie? Like, that's why I hate
No, it
Escape
is
from
better.
LA, because it's a parody of this.
Kinda, yeah. But I mean, like, the fact that it's like, yeah, please inform the guards that you wish to be cremated immediately is like fucking jokes.
Yeah.
I do love that fucking thing. Because it might as well just be like, hey, look, there's a suicide booth right over there. Please
So,
tell the guards that you wish to be put in it.
So the leader of this place is a guy called Bob Houck, and I will say there are far too many Bobs in the Snake Plissken universe.
agreed.
Because it's Robert Pliskin, Bob Houck, and Fresno Bob. There's too many Bobs.
Where's MC Bob and Cheddar Bob? Wait, they're the same person.
They're on break.
I want to be called MC Bob.
So we cut to Bob Houck, who is played by the legendary Lee Van Cleef, who you may know as Angel Eyes from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah,
And when they told Kurt Russell that it was going to be Lee Van Cleef, he was going to be acting against Lee Van Cleef. He's like, I hope you know that I'm going to be doing my Clint Eastwood impression for the whole movie. And they're like, fine, go ahead.
Why
Why
not?
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Sure, why
I mean,
not?
if you grew up watching the spaghetti westerns and then you're in
Yeah.
a movie with the bad guy from the spaghetti western.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
what,
for sure gonna pull it
argue
out.
that? Hell
So
no.
there's a plane going over. Well, there's a boat going out of New York, but they're told they're blown up. But there's a plane going over New York, and like, hey, who's that plane that sent out the distress signal? I don't know. I got their code. I'm sending it to be decrypted, and they'll tell us who it is. All right. Oh, we got back who it is. Oh, cool. Who is it? It's Air Force One. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Oh,
those
wait,
of
who's
you who
piloting
don't-
Air Force One? Air Force One, what's going on? I've got the president here and he's gonna fucking die unless you do what we say.
For those of you who don't know, Air Force One is whatever plane the president of the United States is on.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's
And
his
that's
plane.
and it's been
it's also a
taken-
movie.
It's his
taken
company
over
car.
by the only bad actor in the movie.
Are you talking about the president?
No, the stewardess.
Donald Pleasance is not a bad actor. He is one of the best actors of all time.
I just had to get that little joke in there. It's okay.
No, because Merrick is like adamant about like fucking this one character being the worst thing about this movie.
No, he's right though.
Well, if you have to find something to criticize, it's going to be this woman's performance.
I don't know why
Yeah.
the hell they're driving around in a fucking panel van for most of the car though. For most of the movie though, like of all fucking cars, like a Woody, really?
Don't worry about it. I think it's the least worrying thing that this movie does.
No, but like you have the entire fucking like city of Manhattan with all the cars that are there, and you have a
Don't worry
fucking Woody.
about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, this woman took over the plane, killed the pilot. She's gonna do something because President bad.
Well, I mean, I get the idea that it's not Donald Pleasance's fault that there's the New York prison city, because this is 1997 and that was 1987, so he would not have been president.
No, it's the mayor's fault, dude.
It's always the mayor's fault.
Let's just blame Trump. It's Trump's fault.
No, it's the mayor, dude. It's fucking Giuliani.
Would he have been mayor at this point?
I don't care. He was.
I think he was still being birthed in the mud pits of Isengard at this point.
Yeah. Rudy Giuliani, the fucking Orakai.
Terry's plan gets to fruition. They put the president in the escape pod. They
big red
attach
egg,
like a
and
tracker.
They shoot the big red egg into the city of New York.
They put a tracker on him so they can find him when he lands. Plane crashes. Big fiery explosion.
So they So the Lee Van Cleef and the rest of the cops go in, like, okay, we're going to go get the president, we're going to go bring him up. And then miniature Cletus Cassidy Joker.
Oh yeah, this guy.
I fucking love this man so much.
The messenger of chaos.
His name is, he's played by Frank Doubleday. His name is Romero. And it's funny because there's one of the cops is called Cronenberg. So there's two classic horror directors being referenced.
Oh, nice.
Cronenberg and Romero.
And this man, this Romero man, is just so fucking weird.
Where's Geiger?
Oh, he's somewhere.
And it's
I was watching Jodorowsky's Dune, the documentary based off of the Dune movie Jodorowsky was supposed to make, Alejandro Jodorowsky, and fucking Geiger's in that, and he's just talking fucking Swedish the entire movie, and like I'm just looking at him, I'm just like,
God bless him.
He's just fucking Gollum.
God bless him. Just like this funny little man in the movie who just comes in and threatens to kill the president.
If you cut, you
Ein kleinen Wischwan.
He has sharp teeth too. He's so weird.
He's just Gollum, dude.
I feel like the minute this guy walks in on screen, you know immediately what to expect from this movie, which is I don't know where the fuck this movie is going.
He's in Assault on Precinct 13 as well.
Oh, no shit.
I love that movie.
Awesome.
But
that's a good movie.
He shows up. You touch me, he dies. You're not in the air in 30 seconds, he dies. You come back in, he dies. What do you want? 890. 80.
Just give us.
Wait, this takes place in 1997, right?
Yeah.
97?
Yeah.
Yeah? He was mayor in 94.
Well, shit.
Well, the city was turned into a prison in 1987. He declared himself mayor, and then the Duke killed him.
I was gonna say, that means he still made himself mayor.
Yeah, exactly, he's still mayor in fucking...
But then they just ended it.
Hey, actually, no. We just met Rudy Giuliani.
There's no guards inside of the prison, but Mayor Giuliani's here.
Romero is Giuliani.
Yeah, you're right. Just a freaky, tiny little man.
So they go in, and they're like, hey, bring Pliskin to me. Hey, Pliskin, call me Snake. Yeah, the president, he got shot down, and he's in New York, and we need him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. But we're at war. I don't give a fuck about your war.
Your president. Like, all right.
I mean, the dude's like literally going to prison. Why does he care?
Yeah, exactly. You don't give a fuck.
We need this guy. We can't just get a new one because there's this this Hartford Summit thing with Russia and China, and we need him there to give a speech so we don't have World War III and nuclear war. I still don't care. Okay, plus Bob, I know you don't care. We've established you don't care.
Honestly, the thermo like nuclear detonator plan, whatever that like is hanging in the balance is like the only real stakes. Honestly, like everything else is just like fucking sugarcoating.
I mean, like the only real motivation Snake has is just get off the island.
And
yeah, exactly. And the thermonuclear.
Well, he doesn't give a shit about that. That's established.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking care.
He cares about his own ass and the thermonuclear thing because with the thermonuclear thing in the balance, he has no ass anymore either.
Well, he clearly doesn't care about that, but we'll get to that later.
He kind of does because he uses it later. But
anyway. So here, I got a deal for you.
They basically tell him,
deal for you, Snake.
You know,
we are not. we're not going to send you into this prison. Hell, we're not going to put you in prison at all. We're going to give you a full pardon and amnesty if you go in and get the president back and his briefcase.
Go get his taxes back.
How?
Doesn't he call bullshit on that too?
he
says, his exact words are, "Well, I'm going in either way."
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck it, all right. So they arm him up. They give him a MAC-10 with a silencer and a scope and an extended clip.
Because, of course,
good choice. No, it's the most compact weapon he could probably carry with him.
I just think
they give him a 38 with a scope.
It's pretty retarded, but yeah.
They give him a scope 38. They give him a belt for it. They give him walkie-talkie. They give him a little motion, tracker so they can know where he is. Give him a walkie-talkie. They give him night vision goggles, which I find funny because he only has one eye. And then they give him the very weird things, shurikens.
Yes.
They just give him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why they give him shurikens, but they do.
90s.
I mean, why not, right?
They're going to send him in.
Fucking 90s.
But first thing, there's a lot of poisons and toxic shit and pollution in New York, so we have to, inoculate you against that. Okay, cool, fine, whatever. Oh, by the way, we...
Also, fooled you.
We put bombs in your neck. You fucking what?
We got him. We put tiny little nukes inside of your brain so your arteries go pop if you try to fuck us.
Because they're the little explosives and capsules that his body heat is melting, and in 24 hours they'll go in his blood, and very small explosions to open up both his arteries.
Yeah, exactly. We shot you with 2 Ambiens.
Did look it up.
Yeah.
This does not predate Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad started in 1958.
Yeah.
So this is the first Suicide Squad. This is Suicide Squad.
This is like Suicide Squad.
Both one person.
Honestly, it's very similar to the stuff with that, but honestly, they could have just had a fucking little neck explosive thing, just like they had, and honestly, it would have achieved to the exact.
Yeah, but if it was a neck explosive,
they would have been able to put it on him anyways. He's already in custody.
If it was a neck explosive thing like that, then they could have Brain take it off.
No, not really.
I don't know. It works better like this, I think.
If Brain would have tampered with it, the thing would have blew up.
They don't have to build a new prop.
Well, that and injection is smart because the lie was a lot better, right?
Or just have the bracelet do double duty because he has the bracelet that if he presses the button, they can
No, it's too smart.
But this
game, they got to get the injection scene in. It's a fucking sci-fi.
Also, this is the thing: if they tell him there's if they're gonna put that collar on his neck. You
also,
need
it has to
more
be the
people.
2 injectors from either side of his neck.
You need more
it can't
people
just be the one.
because he thinks it's this, and they put it in, and then he's fine. Then they tell him if they're putting this thing on his neck, they're gonna need people to restrain him so he doesn't fucking kill the people. Yeah, he has handcuffs on.
They might as well have injected him with the fucking T-virus, Merrick.
Whatever. Anyway, they're sending him in with a glider, and he's gonna land on top of the World Trade Centers.
Because of course they have to have him land on the World Trade Center because it's the most pronounced buildings in the skyline.
The landing doesn't go so well,
or at least it used to be.
It almost fucking tips over and he just almost dies.
He has a sail that comes out to slow him down. He has a grappling hook.
It's not like they give a fuck. He could have crashed, honestly, causing a fucking massive explosion in there.
World War III's coming. No worries.
So he goes. He secures the plane. Checks in, goes down to street level. He tracks the beacon.
He finds a taxi man.
No, it's a little bit.
Taxi man is in the auditorium.
He finds him in the World Trade Center.
It's at a theater.
It's inside the theater.
Okay, well, still, he goes through the building and he finds taxi man.
He goes to the theater. They're doing this show. It's no more Yankees. Strike the wood from your ears. Spin the roulette. There's no more opera at the Met. This is hell. This is fate.
This movie has...
Come on, we gotta hurry this up, come on.
It has a great sense of humor. I love it.
I know, we gotta hurry this up.
Going to New York, doo-doo.
So he finds Taxi Man. He finds
he
gets
Taxi
chased
Man.
by a bunch
and
of.
I love how
crazies.
everyone's just kind of looking at it bored, and then you just got Ernest Borgnine as the best character in the movie, Cabby.
So fucking good in this movie.
He's good.
I love him
Honestly,
so
yeah,
much.
He is really, really good in this.
Evil!
Honestly, all of them are really good.
Evil!
What?
So he goes down into the basement and fails the hero test. What I mean by that is there's a woman being raped by some guys.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah, he just look. Usually the hero will go in, kick ass, and save the woman.
Yeah.
Not Snake Plissken.
Snake walks out. He just walks away.
Care.
Yep.
He just kind of like shrugs. He's
Man.
like, you know.
He's got the
it's
Punisher
Manhattan.
mentality. Why waste the bullets?
The Punisher would
I think
save
he
a rape
finds-
victim. Gio.
He would, but the same mentality as don't waste the bullets on fucking things that you can't control.
He finds a man being just repeatedly and very slowly pummeled by another man. I love it.
And on
The
this
man
man's
who's
wrist
beating
is
him
like the
doesn't
bracelet.
look like he's enjoying it. It's just doing his job. Like,
I've seen more realistic beatdowns in fucking Neil Breen films.
and it's like he kills the guy and it's like, Mr. President, I'm president. I knew when I got this thing on, I'd be president.
Neggy President M. Corvus.
I knew someone was going to make that joke.
And of course it has to be me.
Yeah, because Nelson isn't here. Matt hasn't
Anyway,
seen
so
them.
he gets chased. He finds a prostitute lady who I think turns out to be the president's
There's a
daughter later.
lot that hasn't been mentioned. You skipped over a mess.
Also, we find library.
But
dude in
you
library.
skipped like an hour of the movie.
I know, but we have to get through this
I know.
quick.
He calls the people, tells them the president's dead. Like this isn't the president.
I'm on a timer.
Someone ate the president. So he goes out, sits.
Yeah.
Then the crazies start to come out, who are cannibals who live in the sewers.
I love they're just cannibals.
I
that
like
live in
we
the
never
sewers.
get
It's
a good
fucking
look
why
at
not?
them.
Well, they're just the crazies. Yeah, they're the crazies that live
It's
in the
implied they're
sewers.
cannibals, but I like we never get a close look at them.
Yeah, it's true, eh? Yeah, yeah.
Then he quite
yeah.
amusingly stops in an ice cream store called Chock Full of Nuts.
Because this
Meets
movie's
the
just
prostitute lady, talks about leaving, then she gets pulled through the floor. She's not the president's daughter, that's the sequel.
Oh, okay, I got confused there for a second.
Then
My bad.
he has this big chase and meets up with Cabby, who has like
God bless.
bandstand boogie playing from his car all the time, throwing Molotovs at the crazies and just making like nonchalant ass
Yeah, he gets chased all around in the
making
car.
nonchalant ass cab driver conversation with Snake. Oh, Snake Plissken in my cab. Just wait till I tell Eddie. And I think that might be Steve Buscemi from the sequel.
Well, yeah,
God.
it's Steve Buscemi essentially.
Well,
and,
no,
like, yeah.
he mentions a character called Eddie.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
it is.
that's
I think,
Eddie from
probably.
the next movie.
It's my brother Eddie. He also drives a cab around a similar,
Fucking-
yet not quite the exact same thing as the dystopian prison.
And Snake just looks like he doesn't want to be
He
there.
pulls a gun on her and is like, "Where's the president?" Brain knows. I'll tell you. You don't have to pull a gun on me. I'll tell you. It's fine. I'm not mean. I'm a good guy.
When does he wrestle get Zangief?
Don't never.
Later.
No, he does.
He very much
He does, Matt.
I know he very much does.
the Russian cyclone.
So he brings him to this guy called Brain, who lives in the library, who ends up who has Adrienne Barbeau, I guess, as his living with him.
Sure.
He's Harry Dean Stanton, and his real name is Harold, and he used to work with Snake, but he fucked Snake over. And Snake's like, "You left me and Fresno Bob to die." And it's like, Snake, he's been arrested, obviously. I don't know why you're angry. He didn't get away. He's in prison, you idiot.
But no revenge, though.
So
About revenge, though.
he tells them that he's going to get them all out with the if he gets the president, it's going to be soon that having the president won't matter. You can't bargain with him. But hey, I have a glider and I can fly us all out of here. And they believe him because they're stupid.
In terms of like bargaining, like the president isn't even a good like chip to use in a bartering in this situation.
Like they'll just get a new one, even though he's Donald Pleasance. How did a British man become the president of the United States? Never mind.
Don't. Yeah, it's a weird time.
Because he had the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Jesus,
So
then he wrestles Zangief.
So they're going to going to rescue the president. He's at this train yard.
President gets rescued essentially while he's
and then we
wrestling
meet
Zangief.
the Duke in New York. He is
yes.
Yeah, we finally meet Romero.
Isaac Hayes.
I forgot he was in
Hello there, children.
Hi,
he
Chef.
is dressed so cool. He has cowboy boots, a revolutionary general jacket, and a cowboy hat.
He's that one guy from Resident Evil 5.
He has...
Oh, I know exactly. Yeah,
He's got the best car ever. It has a disco ball inside it and chandeliers as headlights.
Yeah, the fucking chandelier cars.
I think it's just Isaac Hayes' car, to be honest.
I think it is.
He probably does drive around in that in real life.
Snake steal one of the cars and drive off. Cabby deserts. Cabby's like, no, and runs away.
Yeah, this is too much for me. I'm gonna go drive my cab.
And they go to the train.
Can we get to the Yappa Pie strap match he has with Zangief already?
They go to the train where Donald Pleasance is being held, and Dean and Harry Dean Stanton and Adrian Barbeau distract the guys, while Snake Plissken kills the guards guarding Donald Pleasance and goes to rescue the president. And then he gets shot in the leg with he kills a man with a shuriken.
Great movie. Fucking great movie.
Because
it's not necessary to mention, but yes, he does.
I need to mention it because it's Chekhov's shuriken.
I think it's like the only kill he gets with it. Also,
it's the only kill he gets with a weapon. He doesn't shoot anyone.
Also true.
No, he also kills Zangief.
Not with the shirt. Not with the weapon. Oh yeah, but that's
but he kills him with a club.
Yes, he does.
A little.
He gets shot He gets an arrow in the knee from a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets captured by Charles Isaac Hayes. And they all get brought to this arena, and the Lee Van Cleef and the Secretary of State are like, "We gotta nuke the city." No, we can't nuke the city. You're stupid. The Snake can still
nuke it though.
No, shut up. You're not nuking New York.
Negi nukas.
And now it's a race against time.
Adrian Barbeau,
get the president out.
Adrian Barbeau and Harry Dean Stanton rescue Donald Pleasance.
Tune in next time.
And they're trying to get him up to the glider. And that's a side story. Mm-hmm. But the main story is they bring Snake Plissken out. We see the tattoo on his stomach. And I like to think, given the exact type of cobra that's tattooed there, that Snake Plissken was a student of the Cobra Kai.
I was gonna say, he's just a fucking Cobra Kai master.
Black one-eyed snake turned to black one-eyed stick.
He's brought out to
the arena.
I'll call you sometime.
He's brought out to the arena with his leg bandaged up badly. Mm-hmm. And we get Charles Isaac Hayes, who gives his best line in the movie, which is, "They're sending the best man! We're going to roll down the 42nd Street Bridge tomorrow. We're going to have the best man leading the way. From the neck up on the hood of my car."
Mm-hmm.
And
so then Snake kills Zangief and then hobbles away.
He's made to fight Slag, played by Ox Baker, in the ring. And Ox Baker
was basically
deserves to be in prison because he literally murdered two men in the ring by punching them really hard in the chest. He was an AWA wrestler and a murderer.
Him and Ivan Drago should honestly have had a movie together.
He dies.
Just big people fucking beating
He just
shit.
kills.
Yeah, it's just Hajime no Ippo. The two of them.
Spiky baseball bats.
Damn Cyril!
Oh yeah, fuck. They're using bats.
They're using nail bats
Yeah.
and trash can lids as shields.
True apocalypse fight.
Oh yeah.
And he kills Ox Baker with a big bat to the brain. And then everyone's
we should also have like fucking Sonny Chiba in here also.
Everyone's chanting Snake.
Fucking popping people's eyeballs out.
While this is happening, Adrian Barbeau kills Cesar Romero. Not Cesar Romero. Romero. She kills Rudy Giuliani. Rescues the president, who we can assume has been sexually assaulted given the fact that he's wearing a wig. And also, Romero was wearing Cabby's hat. So that's interesting. Then some guy comes in like, the president's gone! Brain took him!
Mm-hmm.
So they all flee. Snake follows with them. They destroy the
Big
glider.
car chase.
They drive in the mousy cab,
They break the glider with a hatchet.
Mm-hmm.
And it falls off the World Trade Center. Snake, Brain, the president, and Maggie all go to steal a car. Snake's gun is gone by this point. Duke has it.
Yeah, he was just like using it on the couch at one point, like just fucking with it basically.
And they get to their car, and they open it, but instead of an engine, like the car won't start, so they open the hood, but instead of an engine, there's a man with a crossbow.
Yeah. So dumb.
I love it.
So again, this movie's fucking great.
Pop goes the weasel.
So they, Cabby comes in and rescues them.
Yeah,
he has the tape that the president has that they're going to play, and they're riding.
Yeah. Then they drive around in mousy cab.
Yeah, they're driving. They're playing Crazy Taxi with the Duke following them to like not hit the landmines on the bridge. They hit a landmine and Cabby's killed.
Sadly.
And then Harry D.
They saw the landmine and they were like, "You were okay. Get in."
Said John right, you asshole. And then he blows up.
Yes.
Oh yeah, then he just immediately dies. Brain's fucking dead.
So Maggie, Snake gives Maggie the gun, and Maggie tries to kill Charles Isaac Hayes, but is killed on the way. So Snake and the president finally reach the walls. They send down a rappelling rope, and then Donald Pleasance goes up, and then Snake's going up, and then the president turns it off, takes his machine gun from the guard, and just riddles Charles Isaac Hayes with bullets, saying, "You're the dude!
Yes.
You're the dude!
He's fucking dead."
Jesus.
What did I teach you? You're the Duke of New York, you ain't number one. Louder! You're the Duke of New York, you ain't number one!
Yes, the president has been rescued. He's brought over.
And then Snake rips the tape up because he still has it.
Take the bombs out of Snake's neck.
Then he says, "Welcome to the human race."
That's the bad movie. They take the bombs out of Snake's neck. So, are you gonna kill me, Pliskin? I'm too tired.
Wow.
And then we get the moral choice of the movie. Because he's like, I want you to work. I can offer you a job, Pliskin, with special missions. I'll think about it. And this is the moment where if he says no and does what he does, we get the bad ending, which is the ending of this and Escape from L.A. But if he says yes, he gets a good ending, and he starts Project Wolfhound and becomes Big Boss.
And then Fox died.
Yeah, he start Operation Foxhound, I think it's called.
Yeah, Foxhound. He starts
Oh,
Foxhound.
fucking no, I haven't played Metal Gear.
So
yeah.
And so Mr. President, a lot of good people died to take you out. What do you think about that? I think that the people of this country will appreciate them and their sacrifice. And he doesn't say it particularly dickish. He's just preoccupied because he's
kind of in a hurry.
He's about to stop World War III.
Speaking of being in a hurry, can we rate this thing and move on to the next one?
He plays the tape, but it's the and then apparently World War III happens
Credits.
and the movie's over.
Yep. God.
Yeah, and then the nukes go off and he goes, "Welcome to the
human race." And I don't know
race.
how we have a sequel when he clearly ended the world.
We don't worry about that.
I give this 5 out of 5 human races and over I don't know, let's say fucking Bangkok Rules. I don't know.
I give this the Duke of New York. It's a number 1.
Yeah, this movie's just fucking great. It's a great action movie, just all around. It's amazing.
It's a double feature.
Next one.
What?
Next one.
Double feature. Next we have another John Carpenter and Kurt Russell movie. One that is not quite as good from a personal standpoint, but much better remembered. If I can get IMDb to actually load. We're doing John Carpenter's The Thing.
Ooh.
But I can't get any information on it right now. Can one of you? My computer's being dumb.
Not really.
I can probably do. Yes. I can probably.
Yeah, I got it. It's directed,
Okay,
as
cool.
you said, by John Carpenter.
Here's the rating and the synopsis.
1982.
Oh, rating is like 8.1 on IMDb, which
a
It's
cult
fine.
classic.
Yeah, it's a cult classic, 1982. Very simple, basic plot on IMDb. A research team in Antarctica is hunted by a shape-shifting alien that assumes the appearance
All
of its
right,
victims.
let's watch this shit.
It assumes
Hell
the appearance of Rudy Giuliani.
This is U.S. Station 31. You read me? Found something in the ice. We need some help down here. Can anybody hear me? We found something. We found something. We found something.
12 men have just discovered something. For 100,000 years, it was buried in the snow and ice. Now it has found a place to live. Inside. Where no one can see it, or hear it, or feel it.
I know I'm human. Some of you are still human. This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? He can beat one of those things!
Oh no.
Okay, so, yeah, surprising no one, that this movie's amazing.
This movie's just fucking
Wonderful.
great. This is
Super
great. Like, I
The
can't put
music's
into
by
words
Ennio
how good this movie is.
Morricone. That means both of these have a
Yeah.
spaghetti
Okay,
western.
guys, I'm just gonna like fucking run down really, really fast what I fucking love about this, and then I really
okay.
have to go.
So we'll let Gio do his thing. Then he's done for the episode.
Yeah. Gio, go
Yeah.
for it. Go for it.
So, okay, I love everything about this. The Huskies are adorable. The first thing we get to see basically in it is like the spaceship and then the Husky, which like already is fantastic. Everybody playing ping pong and just the establishment of like the entire like rapport of the entire science team is just wonderful. The practical effects are godlike. Fucking John Carpenter was actually interviewed, I think a couple of years ago. I want to say maybe 5-6 years ago, about like this movie bombing originally, and then it becoming a cult phenomenon. And like I think the interviewer was like, "Yeah, what do you think about like people are like actually attaching themselves to this now and like actually adoring it?" He's like, "What the fuck does it change? Like I still got no money from back in the day." And honestly, I do kind of agree with that, but at the same time, like,
Yeah, fair enough.
he could be less like salty about it, but like then again,
but
like,
I
yeah,
get
John,
it,
you
I
still
get
got
it.
the money
He's
from
eating,
the
like,
video
fucking
game and the comic books, all right?
multi-million-dollar steak dinners. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he's still got money from those things and stuff also. Plus, like,
And every
remakes
special
and,
edition
you know,
release.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, and this actual movie is a remake of like the original
Remake
The
sequel.
Thing from like fucking remake sequel from like what was it, like 60s?
50s.
It was
Yeah.
like I think it was late
Actually,
50s if
have
I
it.
remember correctly.
Yeah,
Have
something
that
like-
somewhere around here.
Also, like all of them going like
And no
stir
one's
crazy
but
and
no
like the
one's an
fucking
idiot.
Norwegian. Yeah, it starts with the Norwegians in this one when like in the remake they like just find
Yeah,
the
in
ship
the remakes,
or whatever,
the
and like
remake's
honestly, I
about the
really
Norwe-
do.
The second remake, the 2011 one, is about the Norwegians.
Yeah, exactly. But like I like the fact that they have like the Norwegians basically like in this one here, like basically being like the whole ones that like start everything. Plus, it's
It
got a really good
introduces
soundtrack.
everything, you know.
Yeah, just like the soundtrack and everything, they have like fucking superstitions and like playing at
Anyway.
one point. And yeah, just like fucking super amazing, you know, like fucking Bennings is really cool. Fucking what's the other
Childs.
guy's name? Fucking the scientist guy? No,
Blair?
Blair, yeah, exactly, Blair. Blair is probably one of the best fucking like antagonists, and honestly, if he was the Thing the entire movie, like it would have actually been
Wilford
really, really
Brimley.
cool. Yeah,
Brimley.
Wilfred fucking Brimley, dude. And his
God
diabetes. God bless that man.
What's your rating?
He killed all the dogs, though. What an asshole.
He is an asshole.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that defibrillator scene is still fucking iconic, and it's still wonderful. Plus the ending where they drink fucking Jim Beam. Like, fucking, what's his name? Childs. You drink the Jim Beam. And then fucking, like, fucking Kurt Russell's just, like, watching him. Mac is just like, ha 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 ha.
How do we get up? So, you think we'll make it? Maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe we shouldn't, yeah. It's really, really good, that.
Fuck, man.
Okay.
What do you give it? What do you give it, Gio? What do you give it?
It's a highly infectious film, and I give it fucking 9 out of 10 faces, and a bunch of Geigers basically fucking dragging the entire movie. Honestly, Geiger should have been attached to this on the whole. Like, it would have been really fucking cool.
I think it wouldn't have been disturbing. The right kind of disturbing with Geiger.
No, it still would have been.
It would have been disturbing, but the wrong
it's like
kind.
it would have been Carpenter's idea versus Geiger's ideas. Like, honestly, like it would have still been okay. It still would have been great, but like, yeah, it would have like Geiger's ideas would have kind of clashed with Carpenter's.
I think
honestly.
as it is, like it's as perfect as it is. You know?
Yeah, honestly, Carpenter just fucking ran with it and everything, and yeah, it turned out great. Anyhow. Also 9 hours of Norwegian footage. How much more of this fucking shit is there?
It's like Gino Samuel
goddamn.
looking at the Chris Chan tapes. How much more?
Yeah, exactly. How much fucking longer is there? 9 hours.
Oh shit.
Anyways, you guys can talk about the rest of this. I gotta go.
We'll give it the full rundown. Don't worry.
Guys, do me proud.
We will, sir.
Take it easy, Gio. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you, guys. Later. Peace.
Later.
So, we start out with a UFO. For some reason.
Literally, it starts with a fucking UFO in space.
But, okay, technically,
I
with
presume...
a really good theme, and then the title burning onto the screen with the do.
Okay, can I just, like, say, the title screen burn, like, the whole title morph shit, is... I fucking love it. Like, it's one of my favorites of all time. It just looks so fucking good. Like, the way it appears, like, how mysterious it is. Oh, it's just... Goddamn, knee slap.
You know,
this movie's great.
It's funny that there's a character called Copper in this movie. And Kurt Russell was in Fox and the Hound as Copper. He's the Hound. He's the adult version of the dog.
What the fuck?
You didn't know that?
No, I mean, okay, to be fair, I've seen the movie once, but I didn't know he was playing.
It was the same year as Escape from New York. Oh, like Kurt Russell's one of the longest working actors ever. He's been acting non-stop since like the 60s. He started as a child actor.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, if you're, like, just a casual movie fan, right? You will at least see
especially
one Kurt
now
Russell
with
movie.
with him in Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're just like a casual Marvel fan, right? You're just watching the movies. You're gonna end up seeing him.
We start with this. Then we're at the research base with everyone doing their thing. There's first there's a dog.
You good boy.
Is it? Because it.
Okay, look. I know it's not, but like he's.
I'm sure the dog itself was a good boy because.
Yeah, the dog itself.
I played through Splinter Cell recently, and I refused to shoot any dog. I shot the humans, but I used like the sticky shockers on the dogs. I'll knock you out, but I'm not going to kill the dog.
Good.
The dog's running, and these two Norwegians in a helicopter are following and shooting.
It's not like, I don't know, it's pretty funny. Like, all the guys in, like, the research facility kind of, like, hear the goings on, right? So they all run out to try to figure out what the fuck is going on. And they just see these two dudes chasing a dog. One dude, I think, like, pulls like a fucking grenade. But I think
he drops it and blows up his own helicopter. But
dumbass.
We meet everyone at the camp, and it establishes all the characters in about 15 minutes. Under 15 minutes, establishes there's a big snowstorm coming, and establishes the radio's not working.
Yeah, it does like a lot of like just good setup for you to get ready for what the next hour and 30 minutes is going to be giving you. Which like is really cool because like this movie doesn't have like a huge like plot with like, you know, big character. I mean, there's character development, but like this, it's not like big thing bad. We got to do our things. Like it very subtly tells you how dangerous this situation is going to get.
It establishes quite quickly how isolated they are.
Yeah, and how isolated they are. Like, there's a part where, like, it's a little bit later, where, this is fucking Windows. Yeah, Windows is like, you know, they're trying to reach people because the accident that happened. And they're like, oh, Windows, have you been able to talk to anyone? And he's like, I haven't been able to talk to fucking anybody in, like, 2 weeks. Like, we're pretty much screwed. Like, I can't do anything.
We got nothing.
And that's like a big,
So, they,
this is fucking good.
They find... Well, the helicopter comes by their base, so they go and follow it. And then they try to kill the dog, and they shoot one of them in the leg. Like, they shoot one of the Americans in the leg.
Yeah,
I don't know. The guy with the
orange beard. Like, exactly. Yeah, the guy with the orange beard. Oh, fuck.
Can't remember.
I'll try to remember his name.
I can't remember them all.
Yeah, like, I know it's not, like... I know it's not Palmer.
The dog runs to the base, and then the Norwegian follows. And Gary shoots him with his pistol through the window. Well done, you broke your window in the Arctic. That's good.
Yeah, dumbass.
He's the captain. There's Blair, Wilford Brimley, who's the scientist. There's a copper, the doctor. There's a radio guy. There's a meteorologist. There's a cook. I don't know what Childs does. McCready's the helicopter pilot.
I don't know what the fuck
Palmer does. Can't remember who Palmer is.
I think he's the quote unquote.
I think he's just crew. He's like lab assistant or something.
True. Yeah, like this is a pretty big.
This is Outpost 31.
Well, not big. Yeah, it's like a relatively big team for like an outpost, right? It's not just like four people. It's
I know
it's an actual
we both know that there's a lot of guns in this movie. And a flamethrower.
Oh,
and that technically there shouldn't be. Because of the Antarctic Treaty, which quite literally forbids anyone to have weapons in Antarctica. But
yes.
We'll ignore that to let
But like for the sake of the movie.
So they take the dog in, and there's one guy who's in charge of the dogs too. There's a kennel master.
Yeah. I think that's George.
And the guys just kind of are to like do stuff. The dog's around, and they're just kind of chilling for a bit.
Yeah, they're all
Kurt
just
Russell
like kind of hanging out.
Scotch while playing. He plays another Robert in this called R.J. McCready. Bob McCready.
Yeah.
Keeps playing.
He's got the big like
beard.
jacket.
Big funny hat.
Big beard.
And he's playing.
This is
playing chess wizard.
Chess, right? He's playing chess or something.
And the chess wizard computer is actually voiced by Adrienne Barbeau.
Oh, is it? That's funny.
Playing chess. He's playing chess with it, and it's like you're losing your touch. Something to something, checkmate. And he opens the thing.
He basically
drinking machine and cheating bitch. It's like, well done. You broke one of your only forms of entertainment in the middle of nowhere. Cool.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, dude, fucking chess wizards aren't fucking, a dime a dozen. They're expensive. Damn.
In the Arctic.
Also, just opening that computer tray thing, like, I was just like, oh, I remember. I remember what those computers look like.
Disks.
I remember what floppy disks too, yeah.
They go to investigate the Norwegian camp to see what got them so excited. And they find...
what's left of it.
Burned out. There's a massive hole in the ice. and a little square in the ice. And inside the base, there's a big square of ice that looks like something got out of it. People have been burned, and there's this weird thing.
It's
like
a
its head
thing.
Splitting in two directions. Its limbs are curved in weird ways. Has apparently normal organs.
It's so fucking cool.
They do a dissection of it, and just the organs look human, but
yeah, like he pulls out like intestines, heart, a liver,
and then the dog is bothering people, so they put the dog in the kennel with the other dogs, and
then Matt cried
because the dog grows spider legs, and its head opens up like a Demogorgon, and it kills some dogs.
Is right.
And the kennel master goes in to see what's going on, and like two of the dogs just book it. Like they're moving quickly.
Yeah.
They don't want any of this.
Yeah, they're getting the fuck out of there.
And then calls all the other guys. There's just this big thing. I can't describe. I'm not going to describe any, except for like any of the thing's transformations. Watch the movie. I can't describe them. That's the point.
Yeah, like there's one that's like pretty easy to describe. Yeah. I think I might know which one you're talking about. But like all the other ones are just a fucking piece of art that you need to see. Like you have to watch this. It's so good.
McCready comes in and is like, "Oh, what is this thing?"
Like, oh, what
and
the fuck?
One of the guys goes
Get
to
the
Childs
fucking flamethrower.
Like, Mac wants a flamethrower. Mac wants for what? That's what he said. No move.
A very perfect response, might I add, to someone wanting a flamethrower.
Remember the flamethrower guy in Night of the Creeps? We only have one flamethrower.
Fuck.
Why'd you have a flamethrower?
Why do you have one?
So they torch, they shoot and torch and hack apart the thing.
Yeah, I think at some point McCready, like, I don't know if he purposely does it or accidentally shoots one of the dogs. I want to say purposely because it was getting hit by this fucking thing and probably going to die.
Being assimilated, I think it was the safer thing to do.
So I think exactly. He just shot it to put it out of its misery, and the kennel owner gets mad at him and like tries to stop him, and I'm like, buddy, I get it, but there's a fucking monster in there.
Cosmic horror in there.
Like maybe put the feelings aside until after that thing is dead.
They look at stuff and they look at these indescribable things that are inside it, and none of it makes sense.
None of it.
And they find out that the thing's infectious. And they don't know who could have been infected.
Yeah, because, like, we kind of find out. All it takes is, like,
it has to actively do it.
Just what?
Still, yeah.
Right. Like, it needs to get inside, like, the body or whatever, right? But it doesn't need, like, a huge thing. It could just be, like, a tiny amount, and then that's it. We're done. Like, there's even... Blair is like doing kind of like some calculations, some real 80s scientific shit. I like to call it, where he just presses a bunch of keys and the computer
calculations
tells him stuff.
That end up driving him insane.
Yeah, because he finds out that if it were to escape and just infect one person in the world, within 27,000 hours, the entire world
would be the thing.
Yeah, it would just be the thing. So, it kind of drives him a bit fucking crazy. And
if you want to more closely see the scene with the Norwegian base, the 1950s movie is that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta watch
it. I have
it
on DVD if you would like to
movie.
Borrow. Or next time we can
point,
record, next time we can record in the same place, movie.
Yeah, I'm down.
So,
woohoo.
Everyone's being very distrustful of each other because anyone can be the thing right now.
Understandably so, right? I mean, they've seen what this thing
can do. And then the red bearded bald guy is infected, and he's running out.
Oh, is that when they're like putting away the bodies or whatever?
And he's running outside, and he has weird several fingered meat hands. and he makes this weird inhuman scream.
The scream or like screech or whatever it is so,
and so
fucking horrifying.
They torch him.
I love it.
They cover him in kerosene and torch him with a flare.
Yeah, because monster. Because it didn't have enough time to like form up. That's pretty much like what is explained to us, that like it was still in the metamorphosis stage of like trying to take on the actual living clone of the thing he just
and if it had
fucking infected.
If it had finished, they wouldn't have known.
Yeah, like it would be nigh impossible
there's
to tell.
There's a lot of distrust and people not trusting each other. Wilford Brimley loses his mind, destroys the helicopter, kills all the dogs, destroys the tractor, hacks apart the radio, and tries to shoots several people and has to be restrained.
Yeah, because in his head it's like, no one can leave, because if someone leaves,
the whole world is doomed.
The whole world's doomed, right? 27,000 hours is all it's
So they lock him in the tool shed, and he spends the rest of the movie in the tool shed. He sure regains sanity, but does he?
Yeah. I forget the other. He's not like a doctor like them, but like the scientist guy who's like trying to figure out a way.
Blair's the scientist. Copper's the doctor who figures out the test. There's a test. There's a blood serum test they do to find out who's human, and then someone destroys all the blood samples they took, and the only people who could have done it were Copper or Gary. And so everyone distrusts each other, everyone's yelling at each other, then Kurt Russell comes up with a way to see who's infected.
That's a little bit
right.
A little bit in the future, because we get one of the coolest fucking parts before all that, which is one of the guys, I think it's Vance? I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I think he has like
he has a heart attack
or something.
Might have been intentional.
Yeah, and he's not breathing. They get the
Copper
doc
defibrillates him,
to like
and then
defibrillator him.
Opens with teeth and bites his arms off.
It is so fucking cool.
I'm always expecting it, but I'm never expecting it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, like we were talking a little bit before this, right? When we were like getting ready to record. That's that part. Like I almost spilt my fucking drink because I forgot it was coming. It's such a good fucking scene.
Some monster with his head comes out out of the stomach, and they flamethrower it, and it screams, and the head comes off, escapes, grows eye stalks and crab legs, and scuttles away.
Which Kurt Russell then also sets on fire.
Response to it though, just he sees the little head crab. It's like, you gotta be fucking kidding.
Honestly, same, man, same.
And so Kurt Russell gets the idea that every part of this thing is its own unique organism and will try to survive.
Yeah.
Unless it's part of the whole, because if it's part of the whole, it can resist because it'll have intelligence. But
yeah, that's
and he says one of the smartest lines someone said in one of these films. I know I'm human. And if you roll these things, you just attack me right now. So I know some of you are still human. Boom. It's a slasher type movie, but the characters are morons.
Yeah, like they're all very like aware of the situation, right? They take the precautions they need to.
So he
everyone kind of stays away.
Test where he takes blood samples, puts them in labeled petri dishes, and says that the way I'm looking at it, just like we saw the head try to escape the body and not die. This thing's main thing is not dying. So if you put a hot needle in the blood, it'll do something. And people don't believe him.
Wait. Oh, right, because we should mention people think he's the thing.
And someone tries to cold cock him, and he shoots him.
Yeah.
And they're testing the corpses too, because you don't want to. You want to be safe.
Yeah, and the reason why I think he's a thing is that one of the scientists walked out in the snowstorm and found his jacket all ripped up.
So he tests some blood and it doesn't react. He tests his own blood and it doesn't react, so child thinks the test doesn't work. And then he tests, I think, Window's blood.
No, it's Palmer's.
He
Windows is
cuts
the first one he
Palm-
does.
It's like, oh, you guess he wasn't infected. Guess you're a murderer. Agreed.
And, like, you could tell he
Yeah.
kind of took that a little bit, because he's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
But yeah,
But, again, it's
Palmer's
the situation
thing,
they're in.
and he turns into a big thing monster trying to grab the ceiling and escape.
But that part where the organism jumps out of the blood serum also made me...
So all the other people tied to the couch
Like-
with the thing are screaming. So they kill
Understandable.
him. They kill the other one who was the thing. And normally in another movie, I'd be, oh yeah, we found the thing. We don't have to do the test. No. They finished the test. They're smart.
Hey,
And just-
they're smart. They're smart. They also set fire to Windows because he got
It's
bit.
funny because they got Gary
obviously.
there. Is the last one tied to the couch where they're testing him with Mac testing the thing with the needle, and then Childs and I think Knowles with flamethrowers on him.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know you boys have been through a lot, but if it's not too much trouble, I'd rather not spend the rest of the winter tied to this fucking couch.
Gary has, in fact, had enough of
he
everyone's
puts
bullshit.
McCready in charge.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think at this point McCready's kind of shown, like, some form of intelligence at this
this
point.
has been going on.
Like, he kind of knows
they go
what
to
he's
check
doing.
on Blair to give him the test, but Blair's not in the shed. So they go and investigate the shed. And they find a tunnel to the ice where Wilford Brimley's been building a UFO.
That sentence is so great.
And this is a great movie. But Wilford Brimley's building a UFO. There's no other way to talk about that.
Like, even the scene, they're like, what the hell is he doing? Like, building something to get out. Where the hell would he go? Anywhere but here.
And
See, it looks so shit.
so they
too. I love
split up, which is the one... They split up to look for Blair. Very dumb thing. Only dumb thing they do. Because, like,
Yeah.
I thought that the idea of no one ever leaves anyone else's sight is what you were doing right now, but no, I guess.
Yeah, I think, like, the whole idea was, like, they all found out they're not infected, so, like, there's some
But
reason
if
it's
all three
okay.
of you are
No,
not
it's not
infected,
okay.
then
It's very
don't
stupid.
trust anyone who's not all four of you aren't infected, and you know that. Don't trust anyone outside that group and keep the group together at all times.
Exactly. But you gotta do the dumb
So
horror movie
Gary
thing.
goes off in his zone, and Wilford Brimley shoves his hand in his face and infects him.
Oh yeah, as they're setting up dynamite to basically blow the fuck out of this place to make sure it's dead.
Knowles, I'm assuming, is killed.
Yeah, he kind of wanders off, like, looking for him.
And McCready's like... And it's going to get
How's
cold.
everything
Well,
going
then
over there?
That suicide for the thing's going to destroy the base, so it'll get cold. Well, that's suicide for it. That's suicide, not for it. It wants to freeze now, going back in the ice and sleep and wait for the rescue team. We can't let that happen.
So, you know, only thing is destroy
So they're going to
fucking
heat it up
everything around it.
at least
you know?
for a bit. So blow up the base, and
Yeah.
while he's setting the dynamite, the thing bursts through the floor.
Yeah, it should also mention Child's, like,
Hmm.
left for a while. And they think he
Yep,
might be
because they
infected.
didn't find him. They don't. So it kills Knowles.
Yeah.
McCready kills this thing, we think, by throwing dynamite at him and saying, "Yeah, fuck you too," which is, it's right up there with "Smile, you son of a bitch" for me.
Yeah, fuck you too.
And they kill the thing, and the whole base is on fire, and McCready just slumps down, exhausted. And then Charles,
very
who's played
tired.
by the great Keith David, slumps down with him. It's like, where were you? Oh, I thought I saw Blair going this way, so I went to waylay him. I don't believe you, but I don't know if I have enough energy to care. So,
I mean,
you think we'll make it? Maybe we shouldn't. The credits just roll with these two. One of them might be the thing. Both of them might be the thing. Neither of them might be the thing. It's great.
I love it. Like, it's such a good ending.
And there are sequels. A few. I don't recommend them, really.
I don't even think I've seen like the
That's a
2011
prequel. But
movie.
there's
Yeah, so
there's
I've
a
seen
comic
that, but
book
I haven't seen anything
sequel,
else
which
from it.
is okay, but leaves McCready right where he ends here. So what's the point? There's one which is really stupid where they go to the jungle called Climate of Fear.
Oh, Jesus
and then there's
Christ.
the video game, which I did this past Halloween.
I would say I remember you doing an LP of it.
Good. It's not great.
I heard it's fine. Yeah.
Like, it's a video game based on a movie made 20 years after the game was made. So came out 20 years after.
Exactly.
And they can't all be The Godfather.
True enough.
So what did you think of John Carpenter's The Thing? Definitely watch both of these yourself.
I've seen this.
Go watch them. They're great.
Oh yeah. You have to watch these movies. Like, as someone who has only seen Escape from New York once and then loved it after watching it for the show, I'd seen The Thing a few times before. Before all this, rewatching it again, like, really, because it's been a few years. Rewatching it again really cements my love for this fucking movie. Because it's just so good. Like, the suspense is good, the mystery is good. Because, like, you're like the crew, right? You don't know who's infected or not. There's no, like, I mean, there's, like, some hints here and there, like, in the early going-ons, but when there's only a few people left, like, you genuinely have no fucking idea.
You don't want it to be McCready, but it easily could be McCready.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, there's no saying it can't be. Like, that whole blood testing part is, like, edge of your seat, like, who does it react to? I fucking love it. Special effects are fucking incredible. Like, there's a reason we can't describe them on... I just
described the head crab, and that's all I can describe.
Yeah, because it's a fucking head crab. Like, it's easy to describe what it is.
And even it's unsettling, because it has the human mouth, but the head's upside down.
Oh, yeah, and it's fucking
but the head's upside down, so the jaw goes up, and it's just wrong.
It's so fucking good. Like, if you're gonna watch... Like, you can just watch this movie for the special effects alone.
I wouldn't recommend reading the comics specifically, but I do recommend Linkara's reviews of the comics. If you know it.
There you go.
Just look them up atop the fourth wall, The Thing. Done.
Yeah, this movie is just... I mean, it's a fucking classic. Like, it's just...
I also kind of recommend the 50s one. I refuse to watch the 2011 one. Because I don't see how CGI could possibly improve this movie.
Yeah, like, I watched it, but I don't remember
this is actually the first part of a John Carpenter trilogy that we've already covered one film from. It's called his Apocalypse trilogy.
Oh.
Which is an unofficial trilogy, kind of like George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Which consists of this, Prince of Darkness, which you have yet to watch, and In the Mouth of Madness. Which are, interestingly, John Carpenter movies which never reuse the common actor pool. Because Keith David's only in one, Kurt Russell's only in one, David Huang's only in one, Donald Pleasance is only in one, that kind of thing.
Interesting. I don't think I've seen those other two.
You need to watch them. You need to watch In the Mouth of Madness. Prince of Darkness will be on this show eventually. It has Alice Cooper in it. He stabs a man.
Oh, damn.
With a bicycle.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I give this movie 10 cosmic gestalt horrors out of 10.
I give this... I give this 10 for the amount of times I'm sure Kurt Russell has said the word fuck out of 10.
I'd really like him to say it in the Christmas Chronicles. This was his most Santa Claus-y looking role, aside from Ego.
Agreed. Even like the part at the end with the white beard and shit,
so, thank you for staying with us for 250 episodes. Next time, we're going to be watching a movie with more great practical effects and a cool dragon. We'll see you then.
Oh, shit. Take it easy, everyone.
And, I can't think of a joke related to either movie. Bye. And
I got nothing. See ya.
Everyone's coming to New York. Doo-doo.
Ciao. Ciao.